to the EIP Lounge. Everyday, interesting people.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of the EIP Lounge called Next Level. I'm your boy, Mr. I Am, and I'm here with my fam.
It's your girl, Miss Jareen.
You know what it is. It's your boy, Rooms. So before we actually introduce this special guest, nice artist in the building, want to give a big shout out to Black Excellence once again. So Miss Jareen, please take it away.
Yes, so for tonight, for our Black Excellence, we're going to shout out Your Love Decor. That's URLOVE Decor. So hit them up for all of your balloon needs, for your events, your parties. We also, I feel like it's we. But she also does, other things for your parties, not just balloons, the little popcorns and the little snacks and the little tables.
So and she does
all the decorations and everything. So make sure you hit her up. She is on Instagram as URLOVE Decor. URLUV Decor.
Right.
Yes, Your Love Decor. So make sure you hit them up.
Is she paying us for this or something?
She's not. She helps me with childcare. So. But even if she didn't, if you go to her page, her things are amazing. Really proud of her. Definitely, she's booked every weekend. She is booked every weekend. Yeah, so make sure you hit her up. Summer season's coming, parties, gender reveals, weddings.
Okay,
make sure you...
Whoa, what's going on?
I'm just putting it out there.
We have a guest building. We have a guest in the building right now. I want to make sure we get that out. Okay. So, everyone, please hand clap for Bubbles in the building. This is an artist who's been out there for a minute, you know what I mean, doing his thing, straight from H-Town, you could say, but he's been all over. And his music is dope. So, Bevels, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me. Honestly, as soon as you guys gave me the link, I was like, "Yup, I'm in. It's dope." Trust me. I shout out LEGs. I saw LEGs on here just body this man. I was just after that. I was like, I'm waiting for my turn. I was itching. I was getting itchy.
No, definitely. So for all your listeners listening out there, give us a little brief about you, what you do. You know what I mean? Then we'll get into everything. So
I go by the name of JR Bevel in the building. You don't know what it is. The Prince of the H. Hip hop artist, producer, manager. At the current moment, I'm kind of helping out with some management gigs, and so I'm just all over creative in the city. So I just love doing my thing.
Yeah,
perfect.
Black creative, amazing.
Yes.
I just want to highlight that.
I've been doing this for a decade plus. So you know what I mean.
Nice.
We got the work in. I think I put in my 500,000 hours. All right, so.
That's good.
No, that's definitely dope. So before I want to play this one song, which is Villain. Tell me about that. Tell me about what was your process about that? Why did you do it? Who amped you up?
It feels like so. It was. I can't say it was fully just one person, but it was just a collective in Hamilton. I don't know. There's collective themes that go on, right?
Don't we know?
I don't know. Everybody's kind of in a box in Hamilton a little bit. So I'm the type of artist to try to step out of that a little bit, do new things, creative things, do party kind of stuff. I'm trying to do like an EDM record. I'm trying to do a lot of different stuff, right? So that's
dope.
It kind of went the direction of as I started doing a lot of these different things that were way outside the box.
Right.
You kind of get hated on in a way, but you get hated on in these weird ticky-tack kind of ways, right?
Yeah.
So it was kind of one of those things that one night, sometimes I got four little ones. So
shout out to the four little ones.
Four little ones. Shout out, they're at home listening to Daddy right now, if not in bed. But I'm usually recording at 3, 4 a.m. Even on a weekday. Sometimes people are like, "Yo, how do you do it?" My girl's my fiance. Sorry, my fiance.
Shout out to the fiance.
That's Black Excellence in itself.
Yes. There we go.
So she's always like, "Yo, come to bed." And I'm always working on different stuff. So it just kind of came to the back of my brain where I was just like, "Yo, I'm sick and tired. Everybody always hating and this and that." So
I guess especially seeing that you're putting all that dedication in, right?
Yeah.
3 a.m. in the morning.
It's a crazy...
Stop hating. Why are you hating on me? I'm up at 3 a.m.
Right. It's a crazy dedication.
So who's the villain then? How did you come with the title? Why you be
It's many people, but honestly, at that time, it was partially my boss.
Okay.
Partially my boss.
Your current boss?
It's the same boss. It's the same boss. Hey, I ain't even worried about all that because we stepped it up from boss status to partner. He's my partner.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
fired his ass, and then we rehired each other.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked out very
That's
well.
good.
But it was kind of about my boss. It was employees at the company. It was people on the outside, close friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Close and distance. But yeah, I don't know. It just popped right into my head where I'm just like, yo, why do you got to be the villain? So
Yeah.
All right.
right there.
So
and there.
here we go. So it's villain. Our listeners, listen to this. Junior Bevels in the building. Villain.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
A little technical difficulties here. Well, Rooms is looking into that. You know, you mentioned your 4 little ones.
Yes, ma'am.
And the fiance.
Yes.
Yeah,
man.
congratulations.
Wonderful.
Shout out, Day-Day.
Wonderful. Congratulations. I was noticing, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier, and I said I would let you go into it a little bit more right now. I noticed on your social media, because, a lot of artists have, their artists IG and then their private life IG. And I noticed you kind of merge the two. So you'll see, you taping a video and you'll see a clip for, something that you're going to be performing at, and then you'll see a picture of your wife and children, right? Or just a picture of the children or just a picture of your wife. What made you decide to blend the two?
That is part of my brand. Honestly,
Okay.
that's something that I kind of growing and learning music styles and developing my own style. I've always been so frustrated with watching artists kind of jump into a lane that's not theirs.
Right.
They grasp this whole audience and then all of a sudden they take off and then all of a sudden it's like someone goes crazy, someone gouges their eye out. So
Right.
There's always some crazy story, right?
Right.
And there's a lot of backstory to all that too. But it was just something that I did for myself to stay with my brand and not have to worry about bouncing back and forth.
Right. So you
Right.
need it for balance.
I need it for balance, and really and truly that I'm trying to be a person that everyone looks up to as well. So
Nice.
It's not just about me, it's about the kids too. And I got kids, so
Yeah.
it's something
Nice.
that oh we got some sound.
We got it.
We got
I'll
it?
try to fade it in the back, but here we go.
Somehow I end up the villain. Somehow I end up the villain. Somehow I end up the villain. I cannot leave on my city. That's on my back Hercules. Brother, I live on my feet. I will not die on my knees. Somehow I end up the villain. 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 Like I done said before. Don't try to gas me up. Two sides to this character. I ain't no regular. Came out the freezer. Barely checking out my temperature. I got writtens. Older than MSN Messenger. Started out a superhero. Somehow I end up the villain. Somehow I end up the villain. Somehow they label the villain. Started out a superhero. Somehow I end up the villain. Still I feel I am the realest. Located none of your business. Here in the H-Town, some people so fake love. Applying the pressure now, them haters gon' bubble up. As long as my bag in the double up, come to them coppers, I never be cuffing up. How they be talking? Say they won't kill me, I guess I don't hear much. With no effort, I visit the bank teller. Know me by my first name, and my daddy even better. I ain't rich yet, but soon we'll be all up in the picture. When I had my first son, give him a black bar mitzvah. Oh my God. Somehow I skip over beef. Controlling your love in the streets. Swear I'm the loyalist friend. Still I smell the fake in the breeze. Somehow I end up the villain. 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 I cannot leave on my city. That's on my back Hercules. Brother, I live on my feet. I will not die on my knees.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Somehow I end up the villain. Somehow I end up the villain.
Like Jareen,
Okay.
the villain. I'm joking, man. It's been a long time.
Dream got like five dirty looks.
Yo, I'm telling you.
On the way in,
On the
I
way
saw one of the
in.
people at the front door giving her dirty look. I was like, "What's
What
going
did I do?
on?"
All I did
What-
was sat down, you know.
No,
But
no,
it's-
she
but it's-
always wants the beef, man. She
But
always
I
wants the
did
beef.
mention as soon as your voice came into my ears, I felt a lot more calm. The female
Thank you.
voice
So
in my
you
ear.
guys need
I ain't
me.
gonna lie.
You guys need me. Tell them to out to order.
Yo, that's dope. So, yo, Junior.
What's
so,
up, Nate?
there you go.
My
Big shout out to
dude,
Nate right
yo,
there.
that's my dude right there,
That's your
Nate
dude?
King.
Okay,
Yeah, he on a few of my tracks as well, and honestly, he's been acting as almost like a manager behind the scenes on
Nice.
the part of-
Big
you know
big
what I
up
mean?
Nate. Big up
Yeah,
Nate.
he dope.
No, that's good. That's dope. So, yo, Junior, not only how did you start with this, but the backup from your family, friends, whatnot. Like, is that a motivation to go deep, go heavy into the game, or you have to like motivate yourself, or like how did that work? How did that work for you?
That's a really good question because honestly, it started in a way where I got a huge family. My family is like 2,000 people. Plus. I'm not even kidding.
True.
Right?
And like 1,000s in Hamilton.
So we were having like family barbecues and there'd be like 500-700 people there kind of thing. Right? So it's kind of the vibe that my family at first, you do anything, they're gonna clown you for it. They're gonna make sure that they're gonna make sure that you're either on point
Right.
or you can get out.
Yeah.
Get out with that. You
can cuss.
get the heck off point. Right? So it's kind of one of those vibes that I kind of for a long time I had to motivate myself, use my peers in the music industry in Hamilton and just motivate myself by watching a lot of my I wouldn't even say idols. I don't really idolize a lot of these rappers. I watch. I keep a head up to it.
You observe.
But I
You
observe,
observe, I like that.
right? But
I
I
like
don't really idolize any of these guys. I kind of I want to be me. That's part of my brand, right? I show these kids that like you don't need to like strive to be like Kanye or strive to be like Jay because Jay's gonna look at you and be like, yo, you sound like me.
Yeah.
Kanye's gonna be like, yo, I just spit that bar, right? So it's just one of those things that I'd rather step into the lane on my own in my own kind of field, right? So it's one of those things that I really had to motivate for myself for a long time by myself, but family, friends, everybody has like just come in the abundance.
So
and
you
just,
got that support. That's
yeah, they're really behind me. You know what I mean? Shout out Brown Bottle Day One.
All
the facts.
Day one.
I'm
And
wearing
that's
the piece.
crazy that you said day one because the next track we're gonna play is the real one.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
So like before we even get into that, like I know Mr. I am ready to spit out or give you a question, so I'll give it to him because he's just like
So
watch it.
is there not an artist right now that you kind of look up and say, yeah, you read his guidebook how to perform in the industry and how to like business wise and everything like that. So is there like an artist right now you could say like I'm really feeling him or whatnot?
In the industry right now, he's on and off. But honestly, one of the main people that I started out listening to was Kanye, right?
Okay.
So when you take on like, and I'm talking way back Kanye,
Old
Kanye.
school Kanye, yeah.
Pre-Kardashian.
Way pre-Kardashian Kanye. So Kanye back then, he was spitting knowledge to all of us, right? And I was feeling at the time like I'm his little brother, right?
Yeah.
So you're never gonna keep up to your older brother. Shout out my little brother. You're never gonna keep up to your older brother, but you just want to hang.
Right.
You want to, right? So I took on that vibe with Kanye, where he was always teaching the youth, teaching the next person down that like you don't gotta be like me, but you can like show me what's inside, yo. Show me that new creative style. Like, are you a beat maker? Like, give me some samples. Get some singing involved in there. He actually was one of the people who I feel created the whole new range of music right now, where people are using their voices and right along with Drake and all these guys. So it was really a Kanye kind of thing. He's one artist that has stuck with me the whole time. Where
Nice.
I do keep up with a lot of what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like as I said before about the real ones, what made you make this track now? So we talked about getting that motivation, getting that backup from the family, from Brown Bottle Boys, you know, like
Yeah.
the day ones. What made you make this song, the real ones?
It was few summers back, whatever. It was kind of a rough time. Hamilton has been going through an epidemic, and I ain't even talking about that word. I ain't even talking about the C word.
Yes.
Right? They're going through an epidemic where everybody's shooting each other. Everybody turning bad, man. Everybody turning bad, man.
Yeah.
Bad.
Overnight.
Everybody turning bad. So
Overnight.
it's one of those things where it was probably in the course of like a summer and maybe an extra 4 months, and we lost at least 4 or 5 different like close people, close friends.
Yeah.
That I was just like heartbroken in a way. Like one of the people who really helped me meditate this and come out with it was Champ Juve. I don't know if you guys know
Of course, Champ.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you about it.
Yeah,
he was.
Champ Juve was one of the first people that was trying to push my music into like the dancehall scene and like the party scenes as he was doing his own thing, promoting me, and always he's one person. If you know Champ, he does not send text messages. He sends voice notes.
Voice notes.
Right? He sent voice notes
day one.
from day one. He sent voice notes. So like that whole situation happened. He died, and then I was just going through some of the voice notes and different stuff, and like all the stuff he was motivating me on and talking to me about, and it just like started kicking in. Then I started remembering all the other people. Ricky, you know what I mean. My cousin died like not even through the pandemic. So it was like right after the situation. My cousin passed away. Shout out M Cells. I know he up in heaven looking down on me.
Yeah.
And he was like one of my best friends. He was one of my best friends. We went through our trials and tribulations, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We were actually in a group back in the day, and then that went away, and then all different type of stuff. But then he passed away as well. So it was just like a whole wave of emotions that really hit me at the same time, like, with all these amazing people, you know.
Wow.
So
And big up DJ Tune Killer because he's with Champ Juvie too, and
Right,
yeah.
right,
the
right,
whole
exactly.
scene. So,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, so for our listeners, we'll play right here the real ones.
Yo, put some light in the air for your real ones, for real. You know the ones that are supposed to be right there with you rocking. It's your boy, Bevel. Rest in paradise. Well, the real ones gotta die. Party and Thug mentioned they had to go. Asking myself if I go with they ride. Same time my wife she called on the phone. Dreaming that one of my homies would die. They checking their homies, but that's on the low. Thought that they were stepping for some drinks. Now back on earth here we feeling alone. Well, the real ones gotta die. Party and Thug mentioned they had to go. Asking myself if I go with they ride. Same time my wife she called on the phone. Dreaming that one of my homies would die. They checking their homies, but that's on the low. Thought that they were stepping for some drinks. Now back on earth here we feeling alone. Yeah, my real homies gotta die. Memories hitting like all of my dome. Mama, I really can't take when you cry. I'm chilling with grandma and all of my bros. All of the realest we sent to the sky. This one right here put a lump in my throat. All of my angels, they watching my fire. But the streets don't love no one, don't get comfortable. Yeah. Everything green doesn't grow. Just as it glitters don't mean that it's gold. All of the lessons that Papa did show me don't mean we get old. Watch for the devil, he move in disguise. He gon' try by episode. I just got this real story. Some stories never get told. Well, the real ones gotta die. 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 Party and Thug mentioned they had to go. Asking myself if I go with they ride. Says that my wife she called on the phone. Dreaming that one of my homies would die. They checking their homies, but that's on the low. Thought that they were stepping for some change. Now back on earth, we feeling alone. Yeah. Life got me feeling so lonely. Tears in her eyes. Mama went and picked a box to bury my homie. Damn. Gotta stay on my ground like I'm Tony. Life is so real, success is a bitch. And some people phony. Shots of the Hennessy, mix up the tonic. Weed is my best friend right now with a chronic. Pain in my heart and make me wanna vomit. 1 in a million, more chance of a comet. Forget all that cash, forget an exotic. That can bring back all my people from heaven. If I had God's number, I'd probably text him to tell all my people for real that I love them. Pour out the liquor until I can drown. You got the girls in a frenzy right now. I felt the sadness come over my town. Cause them real ones is passing.
Hey, this is Emily King, and you're listening to I Live Radio.
All right, that is dope right there.
So Junior,
Real ones.
I had a question for you. So, we keep talking about Hamilton. Oh, Hamilton. Those of us from Hamilton know Hamilton. And, I don't want to diss Hamilton, but, Hamilton has this different type of energy. A different type of energy than I've seen anywhere else.
If you don't know there, don't go there.
Yeah, it's
I had
just,
to drop that in my news song.
right?
It's so real, man. It's
if
so
you don't
real.
know there, don't go there. Because if you're not ready, you're.
Yeah.
Two questions. So, do you feel like the energy in Hamilton sometimes holds you back? Do you, like you said, you did the song Villain, and why do you have to be the villain? But that whole energy on a whole, do you feel like if you were in another city, Toronto, you know what I mean? Well, we'll just use Toronto, Mississauga, Scarborough, you would be accepted more, you would be played more, you would be more loved?
I think 100% I'd be champion more if I was in the dot, if I was out here. So I'm just speaking to all my Torontonians. I might have to make a few more trips.
Right.
Yeah,
so and then I
yeah.
guess that's the second part of the question. Like, what do you think it's going to take being in Hamilton for you to because you have so much more in you. I'm sitting here beside you right now, and the energy's real, the vibe is real. You're just so cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, there's no, like, when you say, yo, my spirit not take them, my spirit takes you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm that type of person too.
Right. My spirit takes you. There's no, so what do you think it's gonna take for you to get over that?
I think it's going to take a lot more moves in Toronto, 100%.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot more moves internationally. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a lot more risks from artists, right? And I'm trying to be one of those people who are breaking that barrier, like kicking that barrier right in. Like, I reach out to all different type of people. Like, shout out my dude in Hamilton. His name's Boxcar Ben. He's a rock. Boxcar Ben. He's a soul rock artist, man, and he's dope. And we're actually working on a feature. So I'm trying to I'm trying to reach some different people out there. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I think that's one of the key steps that are gonna get it there. Mm-hmm. And another thing is just collaborations. Right. Everybody kind of like it's like fish in a bucket in Hamilton, right? Yeah. Where it's so much worse because then the few people that have a little bit more name or control of the situation, sometimes they're championing people because we're friends. Right. And not because you're dope. Right. I didn't come in here. I didn't come in to spit bars to be like, yo, we're friends, so I'll say you're dope. Right. If I'm trash, I would have been out of here a long time ago. Like I said, my family would have been right. So I think that mentality needs to just get kicked right out the door, and everybody needs to start being a little bit more real with themselves to be like, I can do better. Yeah. Do better. Tell somebody that if you actually care about their music, you know what I mean. Give them advice. Yeah. Like their song, but actually talk to them and be like, I think you could have did something different there, or you could have. Why don't you try to do a performance? Do your own thing. Why don't you don't? You're bandwagoning. Why don't you jump on something of your own? And, right. So I try to give a lot of that advice, and sometimes I end up the villain, but it is what it is. I'd rather be the villain than
And as long as your heart is pure, right? Once your heart is pure and the intent is good, then
100%.
Nothing can stop you, right? Yeah.
No, that's good. And giving out the I guess advice and what's that word? I'm looking for like almost like that musical
inspiration
or music, like you just being like that musician, you could say artist or whatever, where you could be in a room with others,
that's
people,
a really good word for it.
You know what I mean? That you actually being there and like you guys are feeding off each other.
And a lot of time in Hamilton, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I do feel that vibe a lot where like I won't hear a lot of things come out in Hamilton for a while, and then I kind of put out something like more substantial or something that everyone's feeling or rocking with, and then all of a sudden everybody gets that emotion again. Everybody starts vibing. It's like, yo, it's release time. But like a lot of people would sit back and be like jealous of that, like, or upset with that, like you're only posting because I'm posting. If I can be your muse in some slight way to be like, this dude's posting, I gotta post. And do what you gotta do, post. Because I'm gonna be, if you got good music, I'm listening. I'm honest. I'm a fan first.
And I'll be honest, because like at one point, like Hamilton, I don't know what it was. It was that couple of years where Hamilton, like everybody was doing music. Like everybody was on it, and as you said, it's just like. And it fizzles out. It just fizzles out, drop, whatever.
It's the game, right? It's the game.
And it's the energy. I'm telling you, Hamilton is, again, shout out to Hamilton. Wow. But it will, if you make it suck you dry, it will suck you dry.
It will.
You know what I mean? And so you have to surround yourself, which is good. going back to your family, surrounding yourself with your family, and with the support that you have. With what is a Boxcar Pete?
Boxcar Ben.
Boxcar
BCB.
Ben,
Wow.
BCB. You know,
Like, yo, get
Boxcar Ben. You know, but surrounding Nate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like surrounding
yeah.
yourself with people.
I've been working
who-
a lot with the Hamilton Arts Council. I've been working
Right.
There you go.
with so I've been working with the Tune In Foundation. I've been working with a lot of people, good people, right?
So you know what, and that's good because I guess people need to hear that.
Yeah.
Because you know how sometimes, and let's be real, like everyone looks at people face value. Everyone looks at what they see.
Yeah.
So when they see like like Bebel's okay, could be in the whatever Adidas jumpsuit, like you know what I mean, Ron DMC jumpsuit with the chain, and not really know like you put in work and you're actually going out in the community.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and then you're actually
Yeah.
educating yourself to be like okay, like let me like study my brand. Let me study like what I'm doing, my
Yeah.
art. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like people
100%.
don't see that.
You
know
got to
what I mean?
study the backstory on this music thing because it is deep and it's
deep.
changing every
Yeah.
single day. Like
You know what I mean?
something as simple as on Instagram and across the social media platforms where you can have your song in the background
Yeah.
of the
anything.
post, right?
Yeah.
For a while, I was only seeing like bigger artists doing that, but it wasn't something that was only dedicated just to them. But I was one of the people who was like emailing them like,
Wow.
yo, why can I not have my music,
Right.
my
Yeah.
lyrics played the same way like this big dude? I was getting terrible responses, almost like, you're just too small. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm too small? I'm making the
Right.
same amount of money as you. Don't tell me stupid. But yeah, exactly, right? What is small and what is big?
Right.
It's kind of like, so I was one of those people who were reaching towards that till it kind of got here. And then I started utilizing a lot. And I was getting a lot of artists messaging me like, how do you do this? This is like innovative. And I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
innovative. It's just me researching. Get on Google.
Right.
Y'all are on your phone anyway. You're on
Yeah.
your phone right now. Right?
So
So,
find out, and you were
yeah.
hungry for it, right?
Right,
Treat your
right.
art like your business and
Yeah.
your business like your art.
Right. I wasn't trying to have like somebody in control of my art
Yeah.
completely. You got to reach out and source, but like I got to be in control of the main thing so I can point the fingers. That's
Right.
right. That's something that I was watching Kanye, like I said,
Yeah.
telling, you got to be your brand. You got to be in control of your brand and know what's going on. You can't let Pete down the road and he's going to jump in your girl's bed and then come sell your brand, right? It's like, it's one of those ones.
Right.
So,
No,
yeah.
that's good.
No, that's dope. So, tell me about. I like Friday, but I want to go to High Lows. Tell me about that one.
High Lows was another time where I was just kind of like inspired by my family, inspired by the vastness of my family. And at the time, I was actually doing almost like a family tree research project kind of thing, right? So I found out not too long, way back from my pops, that Sir George William Gordon, he's a big time person in Jamaica that was in politics and whatnot.
Okay.
That's family basically, like
Nice.
great grandpa, something
Right,
like
right,
that.
right.
And he was on different forms of money in Jamaica as well.
Right.
So I was doing a lot. I was doing a lot of research.
The Gordon
As soon as I saw that,
That's a sign, right?
I was
You're
so
from money.
right. I was so interested
Like I'm money.
that I started just researching
Yeah.
and calling on my
Currency.
aunties and all that kind of stuff.
Currency.
So it just jogged a lot of the memory of like all the family times and all
Right.
that. So yeah, I was just like thinking
All right,
about a lot
so
of
we'll
that.
play High
right?
Lows. I think you have a video on this though.
I do have a video for
Yeah,
this one
because
as
yo,
well.
I know it's dope. Please, listeners, go check out the video
Yeah,
for High
please.
Lows. We're gonna play it. This is High Lows.
Might have made it, but certainly wasn't on time. It's hard to tell, now we sitting in the frost. Hey yo, it's Bevel. Location undisclosed.
Yo, Marek, you're right.
Mama remember days when we was broke, but Papa told me we always had family. Swear to God, my life be like a show. Go hit up TLC and see what they said. Been through the highs, been through the lowest, the lows. Some people stay by your side, some people walk through the door. I'm just so been to survive, that I got in the flow. Blessed the routine, the days my bank till counting my notes. Been through the highest, we hit the lowest, the lows. We did a couple of things, I'm glad they didn't kick in my door. Remember the days when happy to see the sunshine. Hop on my bike and I was bopping like a drum line. Might have made it, but certainly wasn't on time. It's hard to tell, now we sitting in the 5-star. They pushed me out the rap, I came back in a bigger boat. Like Noah's Ark, came with my dogs, that was a side note. 100 deep, we in the basement, still family on the road. Little cousin trying to sleep, he might catch an elbow. And my uncle's in the garage, they be slamming dominoes. They ain't no one had money, but we all got jokes. When I think back on my life, I let petty things go. Cause like my mama, now my life is on the glow. Yeah. Mama remember days when we was broke, but Papa told me we always had family. Always had family. Swear to God, my life be like a soap. Go hit up TLC and see what they said. Yeah. Been through the highs, been through the lowest, the lows. Some people stay by your side, some people walk through the door. I'm just hoping to survive, let I got in the flow. That's how I'm seeing the things my bank till I count my notes. Been through the highs, we hit the lowest, the lows. We did a couple of things, I'm glad they didn't kick in my door. Remember the days when my cars had to get me from the store. They say the harder they come, that's the small tears when they go. Yeah, highest to highs. Jamaica, 05, time of my life. Lowest to lows. First night I ever slept outside. We see the highest to highs. Birth of my 3 beautiful daughters. Been through the lowest to lows.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
High and lows, that's dope.
Shout out the producers for them. They're out in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Shout them out. What's their name if you remember their name?
Merrick is the main one that
Okay.
he's the one that did that one, and then he
Nice.
sent it to me, and we kind of been. He actually said he got inspired off of my music, and he wants to send me a free beat
Nice.
just because he'd love for me to jump on the beat, and then
That's
we kind of
huge.
worked back and forth.
Nice.
He sent me something. I'm like, yo, I love this beat. Can I jump on it? And he's like, yo, jump
That's
on it, do your
huge.
thing.
That's crazy.
That's
because,
huge.
like,
And he's young too. They're young. They're aspiring. They're probably like 20, 22.
But those are the people, man. When they're
Right.
hungry and they know what they want to do,
Right.
those producers, you know,
Yeah.
Right.
and like I know they had that whole Netflix of Kanye, and when Kanye
Genius.
yo, my man's like in everyone's face, be like,
The
yo,
man
play
walked
this
into
song,
the
play this song.
studios and played it. You did it like, I'm going to the next one.
And then
You know what I
then
mean?
he's even doing beats and selling
Yeah.
beats for dirt cheap.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some people's even using the guy
Right.
to do it, right? So that's dope from your boy is it
Merrick?
Merrick.
from Germany,
Yeah.
sending you a free beat to do that because he could have easily charged. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
100%. And we worked on other projects after, and I was like, I kind of worked it out to say,
Yeah.
I do that with a lot of artists where I'm just like, if you're actually that inspired to send me something you want me to jump on, send it to me for free. If you have more stuff that I'm bumping with, I'm buying beats.
Yeah.
And I bought beats after that. To say,
And
yeah,
to
I
speak to
support
that,
you.
he's only sending it to you because he knows that you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
yeah.
He's sending it to you
You're
because
right,
he
Drew.
knows in the long run, like, yo, this guy is good. Like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna send it for free if you weren't good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Him and a couple of his friends
Yeah.
are saying they were inspired to actually start making beats because they were hearing like how I'm doing it independently and
Mm-hmm.
all this kind of stuff, right? They were just inspired that it's like you look like you have a big machine behind you in a way, but not really, right?
Yeah,
So when I
that's
got to
dope.
talking to them, they
And
were
that's
so
good
much more
business.
inspired.
And that's
Yeah.
good business because like you, not only that you're not using them. You know what I mean? So after a
Mm-hmm.
while, it's like,
100%.
yo, listen, like you're doing good on your beats. So
Yeah.
let me support.
me
Let
buy
me
one.
buy. You
Let
know
me
what
buy
I
a
mean?
beat, yeah,
And then it
yeah.
kind of goes. So like that just shows a level of respect.
Yeah.
And
Right.
people give you that respect back.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, like
And the
yo,
respect
you know what I
goes
mean?
so much more. I was hearing my music actually start popping out there in
Nice.
Moscow and
That's
Russia.
good.
Yo, that
I was
is
like, this
dope.
is crazy. I'm getting
Right.
messages from kids in Hong Kong trying to do the challenges to my.
Oh, that's so nice.
Things are going crazy. I'm not
That's
even on
good. That's good.
And that was like one of the question I wanted to ask. Especially, I was listening to New Culture.
Yeah.
Like
They're saying
I
that's one of
bumped
my
that like
most.
about 5 or 6 times.
I
I worked
appreciate
it.
you. They're saying
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
one of my most commercial songs. When I really started stepping
and
into
then
more
I
commercial
seen
space.
everybody from Russia, everybody was
Yeah.
just, and even the little kids that were singing it and just going to the beat and everything like that.
Yeah,
First,
there was
yo,
that was a talent contest actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was a talent
Nice.
contest, and the kids were just my song came on, and all of a sudden it was like, I know this. All these kids started going crazy.
Yo,
So I had to shout out that the same you, Tice. Shout yourself out, brother. Tice. He's probably like maybe 17 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he mainly put it on, and he's one of the songs that he loves. So
Yeah.
I had to go see him later on in life.
Amazing.
give him some
I'm a
merch.
fan from that one song. I won't even lie to you. I bumped it
appreciate
like
you.
5 times.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But I wanted to know what was the inspiration to that song. Because it sounds like you're paying homage
Yeah, to a lot.
to a lot. So yeah, that's
to
why I
a
want
lot
you.
in that. Yeah, to all the people that were coming before me, a lot of
Yeah.
people that I'm watching and helping inspire this new culture that I'm really trying to set, right? This new grounds. Like I said, I'm not trying to be anybody else, right?
Right.
I never really sat there and idolized any rappers, so I kind of had to like sit in the mirror sometimes and idolize myself.
Right.
So like
Nice.
when I was hearing this beat itself came from T Paul. That's a beat maker. He actually is out here in Toronto as well,
Okay.
back and forth from Hamilton to Toronto. He sent me that one, and just I was in that new summer mode of just like
Right.
something has to happen. Something has to give now. You have to do something new, right?
Right.
New. And I'm just thinking new. Like, what's new? Like, I don't want no old. I want new. And I
Right.
heard that beat, and I was just like, what are we in? We're building a culture,
Right.
and it's all new things that you're trying to put forward. So it just branched one to the other and just came together. It was beautiful.
Nice.
And where was the video? Where did you shot the video?
We shot the video over by if you know Westmount Hamilton.
Yeah.
I know
we
Westmount.
School. It's actually
they
school.
won't know Westmount.
Westmount.
AKA, we call that the
wait,
Gaza. We used to be over the Gaza.
I know a little something about
So
Hamilton.
right, the Gaza. So I
Little
shouted out my cousin. You know, I hit up my cousin Bully,
Right.
and yeah, he's like, "Yo, come through. Let's do the video here."
Yeah.
So yeah,
They're
Honestly, it
nice.
had like almost a California feel.
it did. It really
That's
did.
what it was like. Look,
Kids
that's why I
standing
wanted
on
to
top of
ask.
cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's blessed because that area is just like a really open pavement kind of area.
It
So
is.
like all my boys came in, Ryan, Christy, and all the dudes came in.
Nice.
Everybody brought their cars and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it just became a beautiful vibe. It was a barbecue. It was everything.
What?
Yeah.
I thought I was invited.
Yeah,
What?
it was a barbecue.
Rooms love
We had
barbecue.
a
What do you
whole
mean?
box of chicken.
Well, we will be at the next one.
Yeah. Oh, you're definitely gonna get the invite. Believe me. Believe me. Yeah.
That's huge.
I life in the back. Yeah.
So no, like as Mr. I am saying, was like new culture, which we'll play that in a couple minutes and whatnot. So like I know your brand, so I know that you have your music, but then I see that you're doing clothing as well, and you have your team, and you have this. Tell me about Day One, and he's rocking it right now.
I'm
so I know
rocking
you
the
got to
day
see
ones.
it.
You know, trust me.
The
This,
Day One suit.
I had to. I love this outfit so much. I had to make at least. I made I think 4 of them.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
so it's just something, right? But Day Ones is a brand that we built up at least 6 years now, 6 or 7 years now, going strong. There are 2 of my cousins,
Okay.
and it kind of started off of me and my cousin Daniel. We actually were planning to put together a birthday party for ourselves or whatever the case is, and then we just started hanging with different pockets of people in Hamilton, and then everyone kind of started. We were one of the people who were starting bringing the dance hall vibe and that party vibe back. When
Right.
you go to a party, we're going to dance.
Right.
It was a whole like 2-year to 5-year stretch of that where we go to the party, we're going to dance. So
Right.
me and my partners, we were one of the first ones to actually go, and like I ain't even a real big dancer. Right? But I'm stepping out there. I'm you know what I
Trying to
mean?
take.
Willie Bones trying to do my thing, right?
Okay.
So we started becoming known in a way where it's just like, yo, you guys, your energy is dope. Like, you guys are genuine people. We're supporting, like, you know what I mean? And then everyone kind of crowned the name once we came together and said, yo, Day Ones. Yo, we've been together from day
Day
one.
one.
Since day one. And then I started hearing the word Day Ones everywhere. I'm telling you. I wish I coined that. The other day I went in Harvey's. I seen from Day Ones, and I was like, oh my goodness. I should have been coining that a long time.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Trademark that.
Trademark that.
Yeah,
huge, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So, I don't
And
know.
that's good. So like we'll give a big shout out to your cousin Daniel. You know what I mean?
And Justine, she's also a part of it as
See,
well.
there you go. Give them a big shout out. I see that
Yeah.
ATM's in the chat.
ATM.
Is it ATM?
All about that money.
ATM.
the building. Yo, shout out ATM. He's the one who was really pushing for this. For you know what I mean, trying to.
ATM is love. That's one thing I'll say. He's love.
100%.
Yeah, he's loving,
a very
good
known
energy
person.
also.
If you from Hamilton and you don't know ATM, you don't know nobody.
you know-
You don't know nobody.
You know who loves ATM? My mom. My mom loves ATM. She's like, he's such a nice young man.
This young man.
He's such a nice young man. But
No. But definitely a big shout out to Daniel. You know, Day One's crew.
Yeah.
And the whole works. You want to give a little shout out, like where can they buy merch or no? Or
Right
is it
now-
something just
Right
it's
now,
just you and the family?
At first it was just me and the family, and then we were wearing different stuff, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Yo, where can I get that? Where can I buy that?" And it just became like, why are you trying to push having almost like a JR Bevel clothing brand when Day One's is your brand,
Right.
So
Right.
I just tied everything all in at once, and June 1st we're actually starting to start
to get
launch
out there
different
and launch
stuff.
some
And
stuff.
I just dropped my.
It's on your
logo.
IG right now. Make sure you go to Junior Bevel. You'll see
Yeah,
it on
check
his
it
IG.
out on my IG,
Yes.
JRBEBBLE. You can see all the different stuff there.
Yes.
And June 1st, we're going to be dropping a few of our starting pieces,
Right.
including this
Amazing.
outfit right here. So, yeah,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
excited.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to get into new culture. So we'll play that. You know what I mean? And let everyone feel the vibe. We'll do it briefly.
Never thought about the pressure, never cared about the squeeze. I'd rather love the fight, either way we all gon' play. Never thought about the pressure, never cared about the squeeze. I'd rather love the fight, either way we all gon' make it. We the new culture, we the new culture, we the new culture. We the new culture, we the new culture. Remember that I told you, 20 day one, that is in my photos. These ain't friends on God, these my bro bros. Brown bottles turn the club to a go-go. Walk in, get a bottle for the promo.
That's too much. That's too much.
Okay,
I want people to go out there and go buy it.
Okay.
I want people to go out there and go buy it, go support it, go do whatever.
Yeah.
That's new culture. Yo, that's dope. We'll go back. I see a lot of listeners saying like, yo, keep on playing that track. So don't worry. I'll go back and play it. But we want to know more about obviously Mr. Junior Bevel's in the building. You know what I mean, so that's
And
dope.
respect for having me here, yo. This is this.
Yeah, man.
If y'all can see, y'all can see that, man, the studio is dope. The vibe is dope. The energy has been just like, y'all made me feel at home as soon as I walked in the building. So I appreciate you guys,
Thank
honestly.
you. Thank you.
We know you're out there. You know what I mean? So this is just another platform, but everyone needs to know your music. As I said, like even LAG's Red Rose out there, and whoever's coming out, who knows? Next time we may have you, you're gonna bring in, you know what I mean, the rock star. You know what I mean? I don't want to screw up his name again. You know what I mean? But
Boxcar Ben.
Boxcar Ben.
Boxcar Ben.
Ben's getting some promo tonight.
Yes,
Yeah,
Boxcar
Ben.
Ben.
That's my dog.
I didn't catch up on that, but no, but I know we're gonna get into technically the new music that's coming up, the new brand, the new stuff and whatnot. Before we do that though, how do you feel? Like I mean, like you coming up, doing your thing. Dream said it, Mr. I Am said it. There's Hamilton, Toronto, and then you mentioned like, bro, like your music out in Germany and way
Hong
out
Kong.
there.
Crazy.
Hong Kong,
Tokyo, like-
you know what I'm saying? What I mean, how do you feel?
Russia.
Like I know the pandemic put a strain on everyone. Did you ever thought about like, yo, I need to go fly out there and do something like
100%. I've always been thinking. I'm a very like travel type person. I love traveling and whatnot. Which I haven't been able to travel in at least the last 5 years because of all this stuff. But yeah, just seeing so many people across the world repost your stuff and like do different TikToks to it and all that. It really inspires you.
They take your song and do a TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok challenge.
I saw that one.
Yeah, they were doing
That's
TikToks.
crazy. I think it's maybe your family that was doing it though.
I think a couple of my and then a few of like a bunch of their friends were doing it as well. So like, so it's a really kind of like mind blowing thing where this has exceeded a lot of the expectations and goals that I've already kind of set. You know what I mean? Like, so those kind of things happening is just like a dream. You know what I mean?
So this is rooms and rooms always like to throw in a little jab. You can say it. Just a little jab or
Just likes to
something.
stir the
But
pot.
no. But it's good though. It's good because I'm just like you're busy because not only that like you have work to provide for your family. You're doing music and hopefully everything goes well. Like you don't need to be traveling.
Yes.
Yo, but you have family. How do you juggle it? How do you know what I mean? Because I could shout out once again to the fiance holding down the fort.
Yeah.
Right? You always have to
Beautiful young lady.
You know
Very beautiful young lady.
with your kids and
With
whatnot.
your 4 girl children.
Okay, Dream, don't put everyone.
Yeah, why you opening your mouth business, man?
4 girls. I know. I got 4 girls.
man.
4 girl children with,
It's out there. That's
your
just part of my
your
brand.
rock
I ain't
star
hiding
friend.
that.
Coming like TMZ, man. That's why.
But how do you juggle it? How do you I guess you could say keep the peace or make sure like everyone has the love. Everyone has the love of Dream.
Oh man, I just do a whole bunch of overtime, man. Just whenever I'm on call,
Crazy.
I'm always on call. Let's say, but
Right.
I just keep moving. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has bad effects because, like, yo, when you sleep
right.
or when you crash, you sleep. Nothing's gonna wake you up.
Right.
Right. But I just try to do as much as I can for the one day, and
Nice.
and I've always learned that, like, even if you're doing a little bit, that was one thing that I always really stuck with me, that my pops was always telling me, though. Even if you're doing a little bit a day and getting that goal that you wanted to do done, it'll eventually get there. So I just little by little, right? So sometimes my little by little is like doing a verse tonight, or I'm gonna redo a hook tonight, or I'm gonna like mix and master, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
super important.
yeah, and plus the kids, right? So I just gotta keep on and that I'm an avid parent. I'm a parent, right? So,
that's good.
So-
I ain't letting the society run and
I was about to
grow
ask
my
you
kids in a way. You know what I mean?
Do the kids help humble your lifestyle?
Oh,
You
so
know,
much.
because you're hanging out with Boxcar Ben. Boxcar Ben
Yeah.
sounds like a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boxcar Ben sounds like he matches up hotel rooms, right? So, like, do the kids?
Yo, man, they're never letting you back in the hotel room ever again, Ben.
Do the children, do your wife, they kind of humble you?
They do.
And let you know that there's just some lines you don't cross.
Yeah,
Right?
100%,
That's awesome.
100%.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
so they're always there, hearing my music first.
Right.
They're always there giving honest critique about my music and
Right.
like some stuff that not even say that sucks, but like if it's something that like they're not feeling or one of them's not feeling, we're just like, nah, Dad, I don't like that one, but maybe you should try that one.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So I just take it as I go.
And they're your most honest critic.
And they're most
Yeah.
honest critics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I please them, they're gonna. I know the rest of the world's gonna be jumping.
Will be good,
They were
yes.
hearing new culture. They were like, "Yo, Dad, this song."
They liked it, eh?
I put it out there, and everybody's like, "Yo, this is real good." I'm like, "Yo, my kids are my A&Rs." Like,
Big.
So I just wanted to know, speaking of your kids, would you teach them about the music business for themselves if they wanted to be in music business?
it's something that like I would have to let them choose for themselves.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I research the music day in, day out, right? The business side, the financial parts of it. Like I love financials in general, right? And knowing the backstory of a lot of that kind of stuff.
Right.
I follow a lot of money trails. Believe me.
Hey,
Rabbit hole on some money trails, right?
Because it seemed like in the family tree.
Right. Yeah,
You just said
You're
it.
from money.
You're from money.
You're
Yeah.
from money. You're money.
Right,
So
right.
kind of jumping on that, that's good because you got
Yeah.
that big support. As I said, talking about family, how do you juggle it? And you got that support from your kids,
Yeah.
and then your lovely fiance as well too. So that makes life easier. You know what I mean? And
Easier and harder.
easy and harder.
Hey,
right?
sometimes it's like I'm in the middle of recording something and it's like, can you come and bring me this?
See, I don't know if that's for spite or is just like, yeah.
Sometimes I think it's a little
Sometimes-
spite.
We do that. We do that sometimes. No, it's okay. And it's all right.
I'm like, yeah, it's all
Why
right.
is that all right?
It's okay. Something probably happened earlier in the day that Junior did wrong, so it's okay.
Of course. Of course.
So it's okay.
You can't
And
always
you wonder
be
why you
perfect.
get the looks.
Yeah.
You wonder why you get the looks.
Anywho, so I'll play this quickly, which is one family. That's why I want to talk about the whole juggling family and get that going. So this is one family.
You see me and my gang on the road, just know that's one Bevel. One fam, coming from the next line. One heart, one fam, one dream, one fam, one goal, one fam, one family. My G, one fam, my squad, one fam, my friend, one fam, one family. We stay official, no rap and no whistle, no rap, no whistle. I got my fam, no matter the issue. Yeah. Some ain't got manners, they might have diss you. But we got loyalty, that's why we stand in the middle. Heartbreaking type, so true. Plenty girls, plenty tissues. Know my fam gon' support the thing and show me the truth, tell life truth. Family that ain't bloodline, see no difference in fam too. My section be the deep end. Catarina when I'm with the crew. Now they know me like a Nike swoosh. Blow my shoulder like a Betty Boo. Hating niggas, I'm like, who are you? You in day ones, you in number two. Deep in the eighth, team on my back and they pitching. Got me pointing to the stands, how I'm swinging. One heart, one fam, one dream, one fam, one goal, one fam, one family. My G, one fam, my squad, one fam, my friend, one fam, one family. Bust down. Just now we took losses. Know when you run with the big dogs, that shit'll get costly. Stay late, catch a whooping. Yeah, that happen too often. But every day is a good day when you out of that coffin. RP to my fallen fam, gone not forgotten. Here go my heart. This song my offering. When y'all never knew me, fam had me popping. Now they calling me a rock star, got a whole venue rocking. Get a liquor share like I'm Stockton. I'm bossy, got options. I'm a living legend, Todd Watson. New culture, city talking. Here go my y'all, I'ma give it just what I got. When I lose, heroes always want the shot. Want that shot. One heart, one fam, one dream, one fam, one goal, one fam, one family. My G, one fam, my squad, one fam, my friend, one fam, one family. One heart, one fam, one dream, one fam, one goal, one fam, one family. One fam, one fam, one fam, one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Family.
That's
Proud by the day ones. Shit. From
and
day
everyone
one.
else. Yo, that's dope. So we're gonna kind of not wrap it up, obviously, but we're gonna talk about like the new projects.
Okay.
The new projects that's coming out. What new projects do you have coming out right now?
As we're gonna hear a little piece of, but
Yes.
I have a new project that it's gonna be coming out in about a month and a half. That one's called Sharp, and it's not the word sharp. It's literally just a hashtag, right?
Yeah,
it's just hashtag, right? Sharp, because my brand and I don't know if you guys would know Bevel in general. The meaning of Bevel is sharp.
Yeah.
Right?
Musically.
Right.
The musical, yeah.
Right. So it's something I've been working with a lot more vocals, a lot more of
Nice.
singing from my soul a little bit, and giving more commercial music. Because like I said, one of my big goals is to really hit the radio and like, yo, here I am today, right?
Right.
And
There
so
you go.
like to have a
Just
consistent
another
song kind of playing
man.
somewhere in there, and I've honestly almost scratched off everything on the
Yo,
on the list.
You're doing big.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like, you're reminiscing. You're putting it out there. You know what you want. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there.
It will.
Cause I hear some trash on the radio.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I ain't even saying I'm the best artist in
glad
the
you
world,
said that.
Right.
but I'm saying
Trash. Music. I can't even listen to the whole of it.
We can
Garbage.
go track for track if that's what we
So
need.
what do you mean trash?
If I gotta battle my way in or something.
Are they just straight doo-doo?
Diarrhea.
Tracks on the radio?
Is it straight doodle?
Straight.
Yo, is it?
Watery.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are terrible. I'm hearing
So
some terrible
you're
music.
telling me right now, like, yo, like you could
Stand
beat
in
up
it.
how-
Yeah.
you can be
I
like,
can stand in the industry easy.
Well,
Easy. 100%.
If
I
that's
know
the
that.
case, if that's the case, yo, let me hear you spit something then.
Uh-oh.
Spit something right now.
Uh-oh.
You know, give
shit.
us some time. I hope everyone cares. Spit something that, yo, right off the dome and go from there. No beat, acapella, go from there. You know what I mean?
Linkwood means rewind, the gunshot means forward.
All right. So let's hear it.
So you gotta hear some. Yo, We gotta get paid, so I pull out my Bill Gates flow, thinking I hope this is the one that's gonna get me in, yo. Trips to Tokyo with rosé bottles. Shorty travel with me now, that's a fly model. First so hard like my bars is on auto. This is my year, I swear down, that's my motto. Richer than the 649 lotto. I want the cheese and the lettuce, no beef like veggie tacos. Lyrics too tight like big girls to slim belts. The game to me is like Walter to Mike Phelps. Just give me the beat, I'm pulling in OJ, no way they gon' stop my shine, ho, lay. It's so easy, you feel me? Eating up this grain freely, just to please the game needs me. When I'm famous, I'ma pay the team anyway. So this is what I tell my homeboys every day. JR Bevel going in. You know I really do this with some superhero flow. I'm like, where the theme music? Shorty grinding to my song. Damn, girl could really move it. And if you ain't talking money, you speaking something foolish. I'm like, Lego, we getting loose cause it's a party. Real, recognize real jammers liver than some coffee. This be on some swagger shit they can never copy. I got girls shaking more ass than a donkey. I'm saying, carpe diem, live for the day. Right now I'ma need a blunt. Tonight I'm getting laid, so gone tomorrow I'ma need a Gatorade, but I ain't promised tomorrow, so right now I'ma say Lego. I told them Lego. See, I'm the party starter like girls, alcohol and jello. They know it's hip hop, swear I'm banging heavy metal. Got them shorties on the floor similar to where I push the pedal. My music's universal, konnichiwa and hello, so they understand in Mexico, they comprehend in Euro. So fly even in aliens, they digging on my lingo, rolling in a spaceship, still singing on my singles.
All right. Wicked. Yes, Junior Bebo.
What a mercy. To the H.
What a mercy.
Yeah. So you're right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What I'm hearing on the radio is straight trash. So
Garbage.
Straight trash.
Diarrhea.
Yo, that was dope. So listen, like
Much respect.
I definitely want to play Shelf. You know what I mean? But I want everyone to go out there. Go reach out, go look at Shelf. We're not going to play because we're short of time, but we'll definitely have you back in the building.
100%.
100%.
Bless.
Yo, this is dope. Yo, Bevel, any last words you want to say? Any shout out you want to give out before we wrap it up?
Shout out to the whole family at home. Honestly, holding me down. Yo, I love you guys. Honestly, one day we going to take off. Brown Bottle, day one.
Hey, Brown
Bull
Bottle.
Boss. The whole family back home. Pops, I know you there watching me too. Mom Dupes and all the Gordons out there. That family is huge. So just like shout out everybody, man. I love all y'all in Hamilton, yo. I'm about to take it home.
Big up. No, yo, that is really dope. Yo, Bevel's in the building. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Yo, this is dope show. We'll definitely have you on once again. You know what I mean? And then obviously we do have a live event coming up, obviously June 4th, all the way up EIP. Shit. I know you'll be there.
Okay.
Everyone else will be there.
Okay, so if you want to see me live in the building, I will be there by then.
There you go. So
Prizes and surprises.
Yeah. Everyone will know. So
beautiful.
You know what it is. So, obviously I want to give a big shout out to everyone that we know, right? Our sponsors, but not only that, like one of our hosts that's not here yet, which is First Lady Shay, but you know what it is. It's your boy Rooms.
Your man, Mr. I Am.
And it's your girl, Miss Jareen.
There you go. Bevel's in the building. Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was dope.
Much appreciated.
Once again. So, it seemed like we can give them a quick little sample of Shelf, so we'll do that briefly. Here we go.
See me on that. Yeah. Rather see me on that.
We hope that you've enjoyed the EIP experience, a podcast for the people.
Hey, peace and blessings. This is Lucia D inviting you to join me each and every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. for Honey Drop here on iLive Radio. Journey with me each week as I spin the latest international sounds in new soul, R&B, hip-hop, and a little taste of everything in between. Every show features independent producers from across the globe in the beats beneath.